Hair còrr Lisa Evans a bhí cluich fóstúr an teann cho cluich dh'aindeoin Leanne Ross. Agus haidéisio agus fiachin bhí sin teachgah títal díag ag Glasgow City ag léag ar an téasan seo.
So that would be 17. It's pretty good, to be fair. It's my number, so it's lucky 17. Here's hoping. It would be class, and I think it's what this club's all about. It's always been at the forefront of women's football in this country, where it needs to be. I think the last few seasons we've let ourselves go in that respect, and we need to be back up there and competing on all fronts, competing for all trophies. I think just to keep doing what we have been doing. I think we've had a really successful year, a very enjoyable year with the Europa Cup as well. Still obviously in the two cups, so it has been really good up to this point. Being part of the national team for so long, Leanne was the assistant coach there, and I thought like at the start it would be a bit like funny and you don't really know how it's going to be, but obviously I've known her for so long. I've spoken about it before, but used to drive me to training and stuff, so I think our friendship and our relationship has went back such a long way, so there was absolutely no issues with that. I think Leanne's pretty serious on the football pitch, and as am I, and I think a lot of the stuff that Leanne tries to implement, I think that's the football that I would like to play as a player, so I think it marries up really well.
Leis si a seusan díag dé bhall cóise ag an àrd-ìre is áiste ar a chomh. Chaneal Lisa Evans is smúnichuig muna bhí a tóirste dríoch go ceann háast. Ach, ha ar tóisce coid ar páist an eile sa game a ha còrr.
I love playing. I don't want to stop playing ever. It's just so enjoyable. Love doing what I'm doing right now. The thought of getting a real job is extremely scary. I just love being part of a team and being part of a collective goal, pushing for something bigger than just individually. So I want to be part of football in some capacity. I'll play as long as I can. I've not looked transitioning out of football yet. Don't know what that looks like, but I'll have to plan someday very soon for that. I am doing wee bits here and there. I've done a bit of work with the under-17s for League Gibson as well, so we do that a few nights a week just to try and give back and try and encourage the girls to be the best that they can be, really, and enjoy football for what it is. I'm doing my A lessons currently, so I started that down in England when I was at West Ham, and I've continued to do that now. I'm hoping to get finished this year. I've done all my practical side of things, so it's just a case of getting signed off now, which I have really enjoyed. I don't know necessarily if coaching is for me, but I definitely want to be in football in some capacity after my career, so I thought it would be a good thing to do alongside playing. I think you do appreciate how much work goes into planning training sessions. I remember after the session I did last week, I told Leanne, I was like, God, I actually don't know how you do this every single day, every week. It is so full on, so stressful. And I take my hat off to people that do it, because it's a lot. Playing is one thing. I think coaching probably is the next best thing. But it's hard work. The planning and everything that goes into it is crazy, really eye-opening.
Ha Evans cluich fóstúr sár chóitchin Yorpach san Frauen Bundesliga agus an Príomh League hasain.
I have been lucky to have worked with a lot of good coaches in my time, in my football playing career. I loved working with Joe when I was at Arsenal at the time. I think he was just a really relaxed guy and still really passionate, but just emotionally less involved and just so relaxed and chilled, and I just loved his way of life as well more than anything. I think he got the best out of people. Just being the way he was, Italian, Australian, he was just so laid back and relaxed, and it was just good. The environment felt like you could be again who you wanted to be and just feel chill and safe and give everything for him. It's not necessarily all about the tactics, although I know the tactics is such a big thing in football, and it can be winning or losing games, but I think just who you are as a person day to day. I think the best coaches and the ones that I've wanted to play for and work for have just managed that really well, managed the dressing room really well. Because at the end of the day, if you're at a high level environment, I think people technically, tactically are really switched on in that regard. It's just actually getting the best out of them. Obviously when I worked with Pedro as well at the national team, tactically he was really good and really on it. Opened up my eyes to a lot as a football player.
Ha cúteach ag an cluiche ar Glasgow City ans na rutain cóchéngailte bhí eolas aonsin an ball cóise.
Yeah, my study is within that field, so it is something that I'm really keen on and interested in. I'm always pestering our S&Cs, they probably hate me, to be honest. And it is something that I'm keen on, but honestly I'm keen on all the different aspects to make myself better. Those 1-2% are so important, and the football environment. It's just tuning into all of it, really. Even the psychological stuff that we do, I find dead interesting. When I was coming through as a kid, like, we obviously didn't have any of those kind of things. When I see the kids coming up now, I'm like, God, you're so lucky. Like, you've got like the GPS data, and you've got the psychologist, and you've got loads of wee bits that can help you be the best. I see the kids now, they're at such a high level, like, I'd have no chance of competing, but you just wonder what it would have been like if you did have the same opportunities that there is now, and it's amazing to see, like, that's what you want. And I think everyone that kind of is looking to even transition out of football, be part of football, whatever it is, whatever your kind of level is, where you're playing or not playing, like, it's just so good to see those opportunities come, and even like more jobs available for female athletes and for female footballers. So yeah, I think that's really, really, really good to see, and hopefully rewarding in my regard.